Hello everyone, Jay here, and in this video I am going to be explaining to you how I finally clarified my ideal client, and as a result of that I started booking $5,000 clients. So let's get into it. Why you are missing out on $5,000 clients? Well, first of all, your coaching business is lacking clarity and is trying to simply reach and help everybody. And as a result of you trying to really reach everybody and also trying to help everybody, you're essentially helping nobody because you're not actually specializing for one specific avatar. And the reason why this is happening is because you are afraid that you won't make enough money because you think that you're actually helping less people, but actually the opposite is happening. Because yes, in in theory, you are helping less people, but you're helping more of the right people, and on top of that, the right people will also I- invest a lot more into you when it comes to, first of all, how much money they spend, but but also just the time investment and how well of a client they are to be working with. Now, with that being said, something really important that you have to understand is less is more. Because even though you get slightly less quantity, you get a massive, massive multiplier of the quality of the clients that you get. And by gaining more clarity on exactly who you're helping and what the desired outcome is, will give you significant success. And I want to help you achieve that with this video, however, not in the traditional way. So, how I actually continuously kept on missing out on $5,000 clients. Well, I was really just trying to help everyone, and 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 this happened around 1 year or so ago. I was trying to help agencies, online coaches, info businesses, AI businesses. I was really trying to help everybody. And the reason for that is because I didn't want to let anyone go because I was so desperate for money. But the problem was, because I was trying to help everybody, and because I was so desperate to be making money, I was helping less and less people, and I was making less and less money in the process. And that was a massive problem for me. So I finally made the decision to redefine my ideal client profile. I just really focused on figuring out, okay, what specific avatar am I trying to help? What specific avatar do I resonate the most with? And what specific avatar actually needs my services the most? And as a conclusion of that, I now only focus on online coaches, and I've been making the most money that I've ever had, and more importantly, I am having more and more fun with the things that I am actually doing, and the people that I help actually benefit a lot more from the services which I provide. And I am always continuing to refine and optimize my ideal client profile because this is a never ending process. You're always going to be improving on and refining your exact ideal client profile because that is the game that you're playing when you're starting an online business. So, ideal client clarity importance. Defining your ideal client is unbelievably important because if you can really strategically define your ideal client, you're going to be orders of magnitude uh, ahead of the competition you haven't already yet been doing this. And the majority of your competition isn't even thinking about this. So you can get a significant leverage when you really start to clarify your ideal client. And your ideal client is simply the perfect client for you and everything about this specific avatar. And then you have your niche, which is a group of people where you can actually find your ideal client in. For example, if your ideal client is a gym owner who is making $6,000 a month, he has been in the gym space for 6.5 years, and he is looking for a lot more clients for his gym, then the specific niche where you can find him in is the niche of gym owners. So it's really important that you have a very specific ideal client and then figure out which specific niche they actually belong into. Now, you have clarity. The only way you have clarity is once you have actually cut off the head of the snake and stop trying to help everybody. And without ideal client clarity, you'll be stuck between between $0 and $2,000 a month for as long as it stays like this. So, step one, you must cut the head of the snake. Accept that you're not trying to help everybody. You're trying to help one avatar extremely well. So instead of trying to focus on helping this guy and then this guy and then this person and this person, just put your focus and put your attention on one specific avatar. Because, for example, helping men lose weight is 100 times weaker than helping 30-year-old Asian men lose 30 pounds. And the reason I'm saying that is if I was a a a, a if I was a 30-year-old Asian man and I was looking at YouTube or maybe I was scrolling on Instagram a- and and I see someone speaking about if you are an Asian man who is 30 years old and you're trying to lose some weight, this is what I recommend for you specifically. That would immediately resonate with me, and I would be so much more interested in seeing what you have to offer for me because you're really speaking to me specifically. So the more specific you can get, the more your ideal client will resonate with you. So you must define what you are good at, and then you must also define who exactly it is, who benefits the most from this, and just simply cut off everything else. Now, do you want this step-by-step roadmap in depth to sign your next 5 high-ticket clients? Then just simply check out Simplified Acquisition in the description, which is a free 3-phase training program to go from $0 a month all the way to $10,000 a month with your online coaching slash info product offer, right? All right. So the next step is exact ideal client definition. So you have cut off everyone who simply doesn't fit your ideal description. Next, you define your ideal client, and you must be as specific as you can. For example, the gender they are, their income levels, their age, their beliefs, their financial capabilities, their goals, their desires, their current situation, things they've tried, psychological triggers, places they hang out, etc. Get extremely clear on who you're trying to help. And you should get so clear that when somebody asks you about your ideal client, you can tell them everything that they need to know. You must almost sound obsessive uh, about this stuff. If someone asks you about your ideal client, you just have to sound as obsessive as you can, because this is your work. This is your craft. So why not just put all of your focus into that, right? Then the verification. After defining your ideal client, we need to verify. So we actually make sure that you actually have all of the steps and all of the information that you need. So first of all, are you helping one specific avatar? And you shouldn't have like helping Asian and white men lose weight. Just focus on that one specific avatar, because that is going to get you more significant results. Then from that, are they able to invest with high ticket prices, which is at least 3 grand? And also, are they easily contacted? Can you easily find them on social media, or can you easily find their email or their phone numbers? Are they easily contacted? And then from that, you want to ask yourself, do they actually need, and are they actively looking for what you're selling to them? All right. Now, what's next? You have clearly defined your ideal client profile, and now you need to build an offer so powerful people simply can't reject this. Now, if you need my help with this, you should you should either join Simplified Acquisition for free and follow the roadmap in order to execute it on your own, or you can book a call with me and we can do it together, and you can get your next 10 high ticket clients even faster. So if you enjoyed and you found value from this video, check the links in the description, and I will see you in the next one.